Video number 7. Customizing your webinar. Right after setting and saving your audio options, you'll be sent back to the Manage Webinars page. The following steps are for customizing the image and how you are going to present the content of your webinars. That means this is how your invites and registration pages will look. So here we have to make sure that the customization is on par with the webinar's content. Branding and theme. We go to the branding and theme edit options and see that we can customize images, the theme, the welcome message, and the list of presenters in the waiting room. This is what attendees will see on emails, registration pages, and in the waiting room. All of these items will have a direct impact over the look and feel of our presentation before it starts, and that is why it is called branding. Here you are going to create a brand and identity for your webinars. This can be previewed later. In the Images section, you have to choose a logo and a custom image. The logo will serve as an image header and the custom image as a background for your emails, registration pages, and waiting rooms. For both elements, you will need to have an image to upload. The logo cannot be larger than 400 by 200 pixels and can't be over 100 kilobytes. And the custom image can't be larger than 200 by 200 pixels and can't be over 100 kilobytes. When you click on the Upload an Image button, you will be prompted to drag and drop an image if you have it ready, or you can click on Choose Image to find it within your folders. The theme refers to the color scheme that will be seen in your webinar. This color will be seen on borders, fonts, and buttons. You have the option to choose between coal, forest, ocean, and ruby, and you can also choose a custom color for your theme. The welcome message is what attendees will see when they arrive in the waiting room. Here your message is limited to 987 characters. It is important to include information that could help attendees to be better prepared to participate on the broadcast. The last customizing option will be for the organizers and presenters. Here you can place your presenters' pictures and information, their names, titles, and organizations with which they are involved. The picture must be 100 by 100 pixels and up to 100 kilobytes. If you have more than one presenter, for example you and a panelist, you have to set up your information and then press Add Another Presenter, where you will fill in the information for the other presenter, and so on, until all your presenters' information has been added. Now that we have it all set up, we can review our information before saving. Something that will come in handy is the Preview button, where you'll see the exact same registration page that your participants will receive. After checking all this, we save and go to the Manage Webinar main page to check the staff organizing options. Organizers. An organizer is an account holder in charge of running the webinar. Generally, organizers are the ones behind the GoToWebinar accounts setting up the webinars. They start the broadcasts, are the default presenters, manage in-session features, and can assign a co-organizer if needed. By default, as we can see by pressing the Edit button on the Organizer section, the organizer is the account holder. In this case, we're using the username as the example. You can add others as organizers using the Add Another Organizer button and adding their information. They are going to be your session's co-organizers and will have permission to use the same functions as you during a session. This will be useful when you need assistance during or before heavy or complex sessions. Although they have access to the same functions you do as organizer during a session, they won't be able to use post-session functions like reporting, archiving recordings, or sending follow-up emails. You will be able to add co-organizers during sessions, but we'll talk about this in detail later while checking the broadcast panel. Panelists. You will see that there are no panelists added, so we press the Edit button. We have mentioned panelists throughout these last videos. A panelist is basically a guest speaker. A panelist can be an important part of your session if you bring in someone that can add something good. For example, if you invite a known expert to add to your broadcast. Panelists can present the webinar, they can be shown on the webcam during the session, and they can be assigned questions formulated by participants, which is useful to enhance an assistant's interaction with presenters, which in turn makes them want to come back. Again, to add panelists to your session, you just enter their names and email addresses so they can receive your invitation to participate. Use Add Another Panelist until you've added all the panelists you wish or that you will need. Save your work and go back to the Manage Webinar page.